My son took me to a bar, but the bartender grabbed my arm and whispered something shocking. My name is Mabel. At 72, I still loved a quiet pint now and then. So when my son, Daniel, took me to the corner pub, I thought it was just a rare treat. He excused himself to the restroom, and the bartender, a squat man with fingers like walnut shells, leaned across, gripped my wrist and hissed, "Watch him. He's been taking from the old folks." Your name came up. His whisper was a white-hot coal in my palm. Taking from the old folks meant one thing: theft. But from me? That night, I started trailing Daniel. I watched his rhythms. The short walk to the payphone. Who still uses one? The furtive meet at the bus stop with a man in a raincoat. The small envelope exchange behind the bakery. On the third day, I followed him into a tiny flat above a laundromat. Through the cracked door, I saw him sit with a woman I didn't recognize. She counted bills and slid a stack across the table. Daniel smiled like a thief proud of his new coin. I recorded the whole thing on my old phone. The confession came easier than I expected when I later cornered him in the park. He hadn't just been cashing my pension. He'd been managing a ring of petty cons, siphoning small amounts from neighbors, forging signatures and selling information to local loan sharks. He said it like it was banal, like it was a necessary pivot. "I had no choice, Mum," he pleaded. Ills for the boy, the shock. The woman in the flat was the mother of his secret child. The envelopes were for childcare and hospital fees. He'd been living a second life to fund a family he never told me about. His repentance was raw. His explanation thin. Revenge is an old recipe, equal parts justice and theater. I could have gone straight to the police. I could have smacked him with the law and been done. Instead, I cooked up something more surgical. I bundled my recordings, every exchanged envelope, every forged receipt, and I walked into the bank where Daniel had cashed my checks. I handed them proof. The manager's face lost color. The bank froze the accounts. Auditors came. A local reporter took notes. But the twist that cracked his world open wasn't the bank. It was the pub bartender. He'd been an unpaid witness, tired of watching neighborhood trust get pilfered. He gave me a lead to a community center that runs a second chance program. He lost his job. He lost the secret family's trust. But here's the final twist. Watching him fall apart, the community didn't turn away. They rallied, not to condone, but to repair. The center offered him supervised work, counseling, and a repayment plan that didn't ruin him. I didn't want him crushed. I wanted him accountable. If you love comeback stories that sting and then teach, hit subscribe. I've got more strange little victories, and the next one, it's juicier than the last.